Welcome to another episode of the Dope Conversations podcast. I'm your host and your girl, Kim Bella. And today, I got a dope chick here. I got another one. I'm excited. Kiara Butler. And the crowd goes crazy. You know that's what I gotta do. I gotta do it. Listen, you may know her hair by Kiara, but you know what I want to say. You know that song when Sierra be singing, they be saying Sierra. I want to say it. 1, 2, 3. Kiara. That must be an auntie term. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that. What's up, Kiara?
Kiara.
You know, we're finna have a good time. We're finna have a good time and a dope conversation. I'm so happy to have you here today. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good.
I'm feeling
Look,
good.
we had a cool conversation before we went live on here. And we done warmed up, ain't we?
Yep, we have. We was a bit nervous.
Yeah, you know, we both saw each other. We saw the lights. We was like, okay, oh, we got this. So listen, I want you, before we jump into the conversation, I want you to do a couple things for me. First, let me say, thank you for selling out Brunching with Bella, the Girl You So Dope edition. Woo! I have overly sold. So if y'all have to sit on the air conditioner, on the stove, that's on y'all. I don't have nothing to do with it, okay? But I'm so excited that the event sold out. We're going to have an amazing time. We'll give you more information for all the ticket holders, but I just want to tell you thank you so very much. The next thing I want to say is that I want you to make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you do that. This helps me. This makes me feel good. I get to hear what you feel and how you think. I get to know all that. And my guests like to hear, you know, they like to look at the comments and see what's happening as well. So you can text me. I like when y'all text me and inbox me. Put it down in the comments too. Let the other people see what y'all be saying. You know what I mean? If y'all don't, I'm gonna start copying and pasting and putting it on there myself. Okay? No, I'm just playing. That's raggedy. I'm just like. Okay, so we get ready to jump into this super, super dope conversation by this young boss. I asked her how old was she, you know, just us conversating. She's not even 30 years old. And, you know, we like to say boss, but this is a whole boss over here. And she's very confident in what she does. You know what I mean? And I love that. You know, sometimes you have conversations with people, and I have been in that era where I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh, okay. No, hair by Kiara, like, I'm a boss. Unapologetically, but respectfully. You know what I'm saying? You know? But, you know, she's worked hard to get here. And so we're not going to let nobody take our thunder. And so I appreciate that. So my prayer and my goal is that you are impacted, motivated, and inspired by this conversation. So, Kiara, I want to do a little icebreaker. Okay. Let's get to know each other.
Okay.
So what y'all don't know is that Kiara's an Aries, and I'm a whole Aries too. And we're not just Aries. She's April 2nd, and I'm April 6th. So, okay. So here we go. You know what I'm saying? So I just want you to get ready because I'm getting ready to ask her a couple questions, and we're gonna see if we blend in together. Okay. All right, Kiara. Question number 1. What is something that people don't know about you? What would they be shocked about to know?
I guess something people would be shocked to know. That I'm really a crybaby.
Really?
I'm really a crybaby. I'm really a crybaby.
Yeah.
Like, I come off probably pretty aggressive, but I really have this, like, I'm really a
Emotional
yeah.
side.
I got a really
Yeah.
emotional side.
Yeah, that's Aries.
Yeah.
So I'm going to answer my question.
Okay.
Mine is what people don't know. I'm really and truly not a people person.
Same.
I think it's my gift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To, you know, be around people and do what I do. But I'm really like, I can be at home.
That's crazy because that's me too. Like I do hair and I do a lot of people hair, but people was like, well, the people that know me, they know like she is really not no people's person. But yeah, that is a gift to be able to,
to be able to turn it on and off.
and turn it on and off.
But
You're
like
right.
when I go home, I'm home and I can be at home. I'm
Yeah.
cool. I am good.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what I
good.
mean? Yeah.
Right.
So, but we go out and we socialize and we do what we do. But
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
really introvert. Okay. The second question. Um, what are you currently listening to? Music. What are we listening to?
Glorilla.
Girl, give me some. Do
Glorilla.
you listen? Are you listening to like every song? I'm not skipping nothing.
I am. I'm listening to her. Is she an Aries?
Is she an
Or
Aries?
she gotta be a fire sign.
Something.
She gotta be a fire sign. She give fire
I don't
sign.
think she an Aries. I was getting ready to say I think she is, but I don't think so.
She gotta be a fire sign.
Yeah, cause she is.
Mm-hmm.
The last album that I just really fell in love with was Beyonce, and so she hit me with country, and I kind of got an attitude, but I love her.
Right.
But
right.
I need B. I need B to come back,
Yeah.
and so right now I'm just Glorilla.
I do.
That's what
I
I'm at.
love Beyonce too.
Yeah.
I'm her. Yeah, I'm on her thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want her
Oh my
thing.
gosh. Okay. If you could change anything about yourself, what would it be?
That I'm not a people's person because sometimes I do be wanting to,
Yeah.
but it's just like,
Yeah. Me, I would say if I could change anything, I hate that I'm coming out of the fact of being a people pleaser.
yeah,
Like I like to say like I'm an Aries and it's like no nonsense, but then there's another side of me that's just like I don't want people to think I'm this way, especially people that
Yes.
I care about.
yes.
Now, if I don't care, then that's a different thing.
I kind of agree with
Do you see
that
what I'm
too.
saying?
Yeah,
And so
because-
sometimes I overcompensate.
Yeah.
Sometimes
yeah,
that's what I do. But I'm learning like no is an answer to the
Yes.
people that I love.
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If
I,
that's
I,
even
when
an
I
answer.
kind of went through like a glow up or trying to
Yeah.
find myself, I kind of like that was one of the things I was like, you don't have to say yes to everything. Like you
Yes.
overextending yourself.
Yes.
But I mean, as Aries, we have a heart that we just want to, we feel like we can do it. We like, I'm going to get
and
that
we can
done.
take care of it and get it done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's just like you can only do so much.
Yes.
You can't keep doing that or you're going to burn yourself out.
Yes. So yeah. Okay. Last question. What's your favorite food?
My favorite foods is I'm a steak eater. I love,
love
steak.
steak?
Yes. I need to quit it.
Really?
But I love me some steak.
Yeah.
Yes.
So mine is pasta. I
Pasta.
can eat it every day. I don't need to, but
Right.
that Rasta pasta at I can't think of the restaurant right now, but it's a Rasta pasta that I just had last week. Right there, in Germantown.
I wonder if it's Sedona.
Sedona, that's it.
Yeah.
The Rasta pasta. in
Yeah.
there.
I be eating that
I
pasta
just had it
too.
last week and it's so good.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it. Okay, so I think we done kind of warmed up and got some of these good questions out. I think we good. So Kiara went to Stratford. How long has Kiara been doing hair?
Since I was probably about 18 is when I kind of like really started taking it serious. So about 10 years.
Where do you think you got the gift from doing hair? Mama didn't do hair, did she?
No, she didn't, but she do know how to do a little something,
She
but
do.
she just don't. But like she not do little braids. I remember she used to do it on us, but maybe she did that because we was her kids.
Yeah.
But my mama's sister Secret, she does do hair, so maybe that's where I picked that up from. So
Okay.
I think that's where I picked it up from. Cause Secret used to do my hair in a beauty shop, so she's kind of like a vet. So I think that's probably where I picked that up from. Cause
Do you remember the first person's hair that you did? Because I know you done hair. You remember like when you first started, it was just like
clients
Yeah.
or family.
just family. Like
My
your
sister.
sister.
Yeah.
And you was like, I can do this. I think
Yeah,
I like
was
it.
like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And plus, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm saving us money. and
Yeah.
stuff. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
would do her hair and stuff. And yeah. And it's like I started doing my cousins and stuff. And then, like I said, we was in high school still then. And then it's like after I got out of high school, I don't know. I can't even remember who my first client was, but it's just like after I started, I just took off.
Just took off.
Yes.
Is that what you always wanted to do?
No.
Well,
I
okay.
didn't know what
But
I wanted
you
to
didn't?
do. No.
So I wanted to be an airline stewardess.
Did you?
That's what I wanted to be forever. And then some kind of way this OCD kicked in and it just went away. But
Yeah.
I thought I wanted to travel and do all that different kind of stuff, and then it went away. So, but entrepreneurship has always been like a dream
Yeah.
that I've always wanted to do. And so, I admire you where you are now. So, how long you been doing hair?
Since about 10 years,
About 10
11
years.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you feeling like you're finally elevating to where you are? Or do you feel like
Yes,
I've
I
arrived?
really do. Like today, I actually had put something on my Instagram. It was like a video all the way from the beginning.
Really?
And it was just like, as I was as I'm making the video to get ready to post the content, it's like I was like starting to tear up because I'm
Yeah.
like, you
can't
did
believe
that. Like he did that. Like the song on there, it was like "Long Journey" by Rod Wave, and it was just
Yeah.
like, it's like, "Dear God, I thank you for," and it's just like he finally made a way, and like in real life he did. Like I literally was posting like stuff from all the way at the beginning. And it's just like I look back, and as I've been going, I've just been going and going and going. But when you sit and you look back, you like, wow, like I did that.
Yeah.
Like he did that. Like we did that. So it's just like I'm thankful for that, and I do feel like I've elevated to a place where I want to be.
Are you proud of yourself?
I'm very proud
Really?
of myself.
Yeah.
Like it took me a minute to stop and look back and see all I've done, but I'm very proud of myself. Like I came a long way.
Yeah. Do you feel like you were hustling at first, or do you feel like you were just kind of like, I can do this. This is what's getting me the bag. Like I'm good. Or do you feel like I need to do this? Like
At first, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I was hustling.
Yeah.
Like, and that feeling is something that I now try to stay away from because hustling is like you in survival mode
all the time.
Yeah. And I don't want to, that's not who I am anymore. So,
Yeah,
that's not who I am no more. So it's like now, like I'm not going to overwork myself. My schedule is set to a certain, it's just set, and I'm just not going to overwork myself if I don't want to be in that state of like, oh, I'm hustling.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I first started out, I was staying for hours and hours and hours to take every client that I could because I was just in that state of mind, like I gotta get it. But now it's just like, as I've grown as a woman, it's just like what they say, I'm in my soft girl era. Like I'm chilling, like I don't gotta chase no money. The money gonna chase me.
I love it.
So it's like now I just be like sitting back. I'm like trying to pretty calm, like I still work. I do work my butt off, but I still like I got balance now. Like it's balance now, and ain't nothing stressing me out.
Yeah. Do you feel like you had to set boundaries?
Yes.
That's
I did.
one thing I had to learn, like set boundaries, because if not, people will take. They don't care that you've been in the shop since 9 o'clock this morning. It's 9 o'clock at night. Like if she say I'm coming.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So that's especially with clients, like, and then that's why sometimes people will be like, oh, that stylist mean, or that stylist this, and at the end of the day, that stylist been doing this for so long. It's just like their boundaries are their boundaries, their rules are their rules, and that's just that. Like, and you gotta respect that.
Yeah, yeah. So before, because we've been a boss for a minute, so let's take it back. What tell me where you started. Tell me about yourself. Like,
okay, so I grew up in James Casey home or whatever, and we pretty much, how it is, kind of like in the projects, and we end up moving to JCUC, and JCUC is kind of where I started out at. And me and my siblings, we was kind of shaky about moving over there. We didn't, we was from out east, but we were going out south. But my mama, she was just like, we here.
Yeah.
And we here. That's what we're going to be. And you can't do nothing but respect that now. So that's when I started doing hair. And it's kind of like I started doing most of their hair out there. And then people would come. And I remember I used to be kind of scared to tell certain people where I was doing hair at because I thought they wouldn't want to come with me being in a project. But they came.
Girls finna say they was just like, where you at?
They came. And they came. And I love that. So my mom ended up moving. And she left me that project to do hair out of. So this project was empty, and I had my chair in there, and I had a couple things in there, and I was working. So I think we finally let it go once I moved into a shop, if I can remember. I think I moved into a shop and we finally had let it go. Well, she finally had let it go or whatever. And I'm grateful for that too.
Yeah.
That my mama
That's
kind of like,
Yeah, she had you covered.
Yeah, she like,
Shout
I
out
got
to
you.
Kendra. What's up? What's up? You know what? But that's what mamas do.
Yeah, it
Gonna make
is.
sure you got it.
It
Make sure you
is, and I'm
good.
grateful
Yeah.
for that. I'm grateful
That's
for
so
that.
dope. And to look at yourself then to where you are now, what would you tell her? How old were you? What, 18, 19?
I was 18.
If you could tell her something now, the Kiara that you are now, if you could tell her something, knowing that she's gonna be where you are now, she just don't know it. She just in the project doing hair. What would you tell her?
I would tell her hold tight and keep pushing.
Yeah.
Hold tight. I got us.
Yeah.
Just hold tight. I got us.
I got us.
I got us. And that's really it. Like, I got us.
Yeah.
Hold tight. And it's crazy because back then I couldn't see this far.
Yeah.
I was just hustling.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I would tell her to hold tight. I got us.
I got us.
And it gets better.
Gets better later.
It does.
That's so dope.
It does.
I love that. Hold tight. I got us. And so sometimes, I've recently been in therapy. I've been in therapy for a little bit over a year. And sometimes in some of my sessions, my therapist will tell me to go back to that little girl and tell her what you want her to know. You know what I mean? And sometimes I could just be like, girl, look, you gonna be all right.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But sometimes it's hard to go there.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
it is.
It's hard to go back because you're thinking like that was a tough time. That's a tough subject. When you think about the young girl in the projects doing hair to where you are now, and do you still have some of those same clients?
Yes.
You do?
Like, even when I posted what I told you I posted today, some of them was kind of like, inboxes saying, I remember stuff like that. And then some of them people still do come, and some of them people remind me of, when they come, they like, girl, I remember when you was here. I remember when you was there. And I remember, I'm like, you know what, you right. You've been with me for so long. And now that you speak of therapy, I've been in therapy for 2 years, and that kind of do help you like address that little girl.
Game changer for me.
Me too.
Baby.
I tell people that all the time.
You think you are right, because we are, and I use our sign again, we are like strong people.
Yes,
right? But like you said, what people don't know about you, like you be crying.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Me too. Like, I really be emotional, but my exterior, I'm just
solid as a brick.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just what it is. Like, you won't cry about it, but at the same time, girl, get up.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just reality. Like, you give yourself that space to cry. You give yourself that space to feel whatever you're going to feel. But at the end of the day, get up.
Because how long are we going to sit here?
Yeah, we can't do that. And that's the thing, too. Like, people around me know, like, I can call Kiara. Like, I'm a person that most people call for advice. Like, I can call Kiara, okay, and she going to let me talk or whatever. But at the end of the conversation, I'm gonna say, okay, now what we doing about it?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you do this like 2 or 3 times.
Yep.
And then like that 4th time, we still like that. I'm gonna say, now listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
what we doing?
Yeah, because we can't stay here. I talk about sometimes on my podcast my dad issues. I didn't have my dad in my life.
Right.
And it was very impactful for me. But I had to, at my big old age, realize like I can no longer allow that to be an excuse.
Yeah, right.
I got to push through.
Yes.
And so, sometimes, certain situations and circumstances we go through, we try to charge it to, well, it was because of this.
Yeah.
Because of that. And that's okay for a moment. But when we gonna push through and be
now
like,
that you say that, like, you got to be like, it's like for a minute, as I was in that survival mode or whatever, I was so like I got myself burnt out and I kind of became overwhelmed, but I never stopped. I just kept going, and it got to a point where that kind of like turned into anger. And then most people was always like, oh, she's so angry, oh, she mean, or oh, she has a smart mouth. But at the same time, it's a lot of things that was left inside of me that I needed to address. And
And therapy helped
in
you.
therapy helped that, and it actually it's probably not even been 2 years. It's probably been like 2.5, 3. But I'm, you know, and I'm still like I got an appointment tomorrow with my therapist.
Yeah,
It's
I love
religiously
it.
with me. Like no matter how much the price or whatever, that's a part of the
I'm
budget.
coming. That's it.
Yeah,
I
so
have put mine in the budget. I have because I need it. And the
yes,
healing starts with that. And so sometimes people don't understand. Like they may have said, ooh, you know, her mouth is smart. They'll say that to me, or her attitude is this, or she act this way. You don't know what I'm
yes,
dealing with on the inside. And so, like, to still charge me to who I was in 2016, I'm not
yeah,
her.
yeah.
I'm not her
Like, I'm not gonna
anymore.
let you do that. Like,
Exactly.
you like yeah,
Get to know me now.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you don't choose to do that, well, you know, that's your loss.
And another thing is realizing everybody don't deserve this version of you.
Ooh.
You know, like,
Yes,
like,
I know.
it's
Yeah.
like everybody, like, I knew you when I was that,
Yep. Yep.
but now I'm this, and
I'm her now.
yeah,
And I don't even we don't even gotta talk about it.
yeah, we don't got to talk about it. Like, it's all love, but no, you're not invited. You're
I
not
love that,
invited.
Kiara.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you want to say to the person that may have had an opinion of you? What you want to say to her?
To be honest,
Or
that-
people, you know, because I think sometimes people will form an opinion off of somebody else's opinion.
right.
I'm experienced
truly-
that. Yeah.
I'm truly sorry that they feel that way.
Yeah.
But I mean, can't nobody tell me about me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like I'm just
I
at a
get it.
point in my life where I'm not ducking no mirrors. I know who I am wholeheartedly. I know who I am. Like, I'm authentically me. If I mean, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
But it's nothing that I can
And
do.
that's no disrespect. It's just like I've
Literally.
worked really hard to get here. And sometimes it might have been ugly. You know what I mean? Sometimes it might have been misunderstood, but you know, I'm here and I
Yeah.
like it here.
I do.
Yeah.
And I'm not going nowhere.
I'm not going nowhere. I feel good.
I
Yeah.
do. I
Yeah.
feel good. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what I want people to understand. Also, some people, they just, I don't know, they just, I notice like it's just a lot of talkers, you know? But it's the ones that's doing it that's not doing the talk, and it's the ones that's sitting back watching, you know?
That's doing all.
So it's just like sometimes you just gotta know, like, I mean, they gonna talk. It's up to you to know who you are.
One thing, you know, I watch you, you know, your page and everything, and you post your work and you keep it positive. You know what I mean? You keep it with your work. My work speaks for itself.
Yes.
Is that your like slogan? Like, I'm gonna let my work speak. I don't have to address everything.
Kind of, yeah. Kind
Are
of,
we
sort
getting
of.
there, or
Yeah,
what are you-
yeah, like kind of, sort of. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Certain situations, I'll be like, I gotta say something. Like, sometimes be like, people will be like, I won't say nothing. And I'll be like, yeah, you're not me.
Yeah.
You're not in my shoes. Like, I gotta say
need
something. Like,
to
and
say
it's just the way that you say stuff. And you know, and it's just like, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah. I get
Like,
it.
you know, so it's just like, but as you, like you said, you see on my page, I pretty like much post my work and promote myself, because I just feel like, I mean, I'm gonna hold me down, hold my business down. So it's like no way that I can fail, and no way that my business can fail, no matter what happens.
Do you feel like there was a point in your life where you were gonna quit and give up?
No.
No, you always felt like.
Yeah, I'm not even
not
gonna lie. Like, with the hair, like on my hair journey, I can't really think of a point where I was just like, I'm done with this, because the support was so heavy, and I'm grateful for that, because some people, they try to start doing hair and stuff and they quit because they don't get the support. But I'm not even gonna lie, I thank God for this. I never had a point like that where like the support was just like to the point where I'm just like, I'm not gonna do this no more, because even times where I didn't believe in myself, my support system made me believe. They was like, you good at this, like we coming, like even if you want to take a break,
Yeah.
we want our hair done, so
Yeah.
let us know when you're ready again. Like, yeah.
So you did take a pause?
No, I
just kinda
never.
got
I probably
burnt out a little
like
bit?
got burnt out, and then I probably would start tripping within my business. Like, but I was younger, so I really know better. Like, standing people up or stuff like that, because everybody don't went through a phase like that.
So
People,
will you admit that you went through a phase like
yeah, but I was
Damn.
young.
Yeah.
Like I was young. I'm not gonna say like standing them up, but like canceling on
Yeah,
them
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff
How
like
do you
just
feel
being
about that now?
unprofessional.
How you feel about that
I
now?
don't do that now.
Yeah.
Like because it's like I'm grown. Like I just done grew so much. Like I'm not
Hmm.
gonna do nobody like
Yeah.
that.
What do you say to the young lady who has a business
And that's
and
yeah.
that's like on that what you once were on and now you're here? What do you say to
I
her?
feel like she should always or they should always keep their face card good, and I think that would take them very far. And keeping your face card good consists of not canceling on people. I never took people money and stuff, but would be times where life would get so heavy and I was dealing with so much that I would cancel the appointment or just like doing stuff that I know I don't supposed to be doing. But again, I was young and I didn't know no better.
Yeah.
So me talking to the younger girls who are doing hair, like just keep your face card good because that'll take you far.
Keep your, there's a quote in one of our buildings that says people will never forget. They'll forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel.
Yes, that's the truth.
Yeah. And so I look at like hair, nails, different things are sometimes people consider that as like a self-care thing. I feel like that's a lady thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
I
And
do
so
too.
people when they book appointments, you know what I'm saying? People are coming there, they come in there to and get their stuff
Yes.
together. May it be just because I get my hair done every 2 weeks or I have some place to go or something to do. And so sometimes when the people cancel and the people they don't care, you know what I mean?
Yes.
These young ladies, they be like, well, shit, I went out last night
So,
and
and
I'm
I'm
tired.
tired.
Yeah.
And that's a phase that you go through as a young person. Like
You
you
just
just
young.
don't. And
Okay.
that's probably another thing is you just young and don't care.
Got
You're
it.
not doing this you just doing hair and getting your money.
Got it.
You hustling.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if I can't do it, I just can't do it. And I'll
Yeah.
see you next time. If you come back, if you don't, I don't care.
That's
But
the
that's
mentality.
just
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
just not what I'm on now. Like I said, and then, like now I always tell people too, if you mess up, fix it.
Let me give you an experience. This little hair that I had, let me tell you, I let it grow out for a little bit because I was going to Tulum with my bestie for her birthday. And so I wanted to get some stitch braids just to hold me until I got the regular
Right.
braids, just to let it grow. And so I called the young lady, told her, my hair ain't that long, but girl, here go a picture. Can you grab it? She told me, yeah. And so Mila booked her appointment as well. Well, the next day, she ended up saying, I can't do your hair. This is what she said at first. And she was just like, but I can still do mine. I just can't do yours at that time. Can you come another day? Well, the way my life's set up, I don't have
Right.
it. I got to go, when I booked my appointment. And so I was like, no, I'm not able to go like that. And so we just kind of went back and forth. And I said, you know what, let's just cancel both of the appointments.
Yes.
And so, because it was a huge inconvenience for me.
Right.
So then, but this is what I thought was so dope. She came back and was like, how can I fix it? Here's what's happening. I booked an appointment. This appointment went over, which pushed your appointment out. That's why I'm able to do your daughter's appointment. How can I fix it? Can you come early in the morning? I'll come early in the morning and do your hair. She fixed it. And when I got there, we had the best time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We
Yes.
laughed and talked. My hair was dope. You know what I mean? And so that's what I like. Like, stuff happens.
Right,
You
and
know
we
what I'm saying?
human too. Like, and
Yeah.
that's why I'm at now. Like, if I mess it up, I'm not perfect. As a hairstylist, if I'm not perfect, if I mess it up, you fix
Let
it.
me fix it.
And that's not even just doing hair. That's in your personal relationships or whatever. If it's a way that you can fix it, you fix it.
Yep. And that goes a long way. People won't forget that. Like, I'll never forget that she, tried her best. Now, I
Yes.
could have said, no, forget, I could have been raggedy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, no.
But you're not a raggedy person.
Right.
So,
Raggedy.
so,
I get it. No,
So-
so I'm not. But it is people out there would just
Yes,
be like,
ma'am.
no, this. Well, how do you handle unhappy people? I know we talked about it. a little
I
bit,
mean,
but,
technically, to be honest, nowadays, I mean, I really don't like my clients and stuff. They be clients that come back and back.
Mhm.
I mean, they don't say that they're unhappy. I mean, I had that one incident, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like, people are not really, if somebody tell me that they're unhappy or they say, we don't really go through that, because if they say, hey, they look in the mirror, can you fix this one little thing? Or whatever, I just fix it.
Yeah.
Like, to just, you
Yeah.
know, even if I don't want to, I'm going to fix it. Even if it's running to my next
it
client,
right.
I'm going to just make it right.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just my heart. Like, that's I just got a good heart. So I don't want to feel like that I got over on somebody. I don't want to feel like somebody paid me for a service that they didn't like. I don't want to feel like that. So I'm going to fix it. So some people you can't please. Some people you can't make happy. But at the end of the day, I'm here to do a service. So, I mean, some people, you know, it's in them. It's on them.
Yeah. So to the incident that I guess we want to say went viral, or whatever we want to call it. So, okay, so we're going to talk about that, but I don't want to give that a lot of energy.
Right.
But I do want your version. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want that, because I've had the conversation with you and I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody will have their own version, because they're looking at it one-sided.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And because, you know, people have their opinions and everything. And I know that was a little shocking for you to see. Because in my mind, I'm like, okay, so if it's all these opinions, but she booked and busy and she doing everything, like, what's happening?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
I'm not right.
Right. So let's talk about it.
Okay.
How did it make you feel?
The original video itself, it did not make me feel no kind of way, because I knew what happened at her appointment, and she knew. Okay, cool, boom. That's your opinion. You sent me voice messages talking how you was talking. Okay, cool. They don't bother me. As I said, I grew as a person. They can't bother me.
Yeah.
Boom. What kind of got me is the bandwagon. That's what got me the most, and that kind of made me feel like, what? Because it's just like, these people that saying stuff or whatever, y'all never said anything to me at y'all appointment.
Yeah.
And then I seen maybe one girl, she's came back multiple times. Like, it's just like certain, I was just like, you know, but that's the internet for you these days. And I had to really, that situation made me sit back and think, like, Kiara, you got to realize, like, who you are in this industry.
You have to.
Because some people will be telling me, like, you the GOAT, you this, you that. And for a minute, I would just be like, I mean, girl, you know, I'm cool. I'm just doing what I do. But sometimes you do, like, have to sit back and actually, like, realize who you are.
Yes.
And, like, once that situation did happen, like, I was kind of messed up about it. Not her video per se, but like I said, the bandwagon, and me kind of like talking to my mom through them couple days that it was kind of like a hot thing. That kind of helped me, because my mom just kept on reminding me, you know, like, you know, of who I was in this industry.
Who you are.
Yeah, so it's just like, it was a thing to where, like I said, you just got to know who you are. And all these people saying this stuff, okay, cool, but I mean,
you keep going. So here's the thing, what I want to tell you is that sometimes situations happen in life, and sometimes God gives us reminders of who you are.
Yes.
And sometimes he may have given you some little flags, like, hey, Kiara, don't forget who you are. And you just keep going.
Yes.
You know, I'm doing this, I'm going. But, like, let me give you a hard stop here, and let me show you who you are. And I want to say that I think you handled it with
Thank
class,
you.
because us Aries, you know what I mean? But I think you handled it with class, because, and yeah, you had to respond because you are Kiara, like, you still are human. You know what I'm saying? But for your business, you were able to say, if you'd have caught me a year ago, I'd have told you to come on back. You know what I'm saying? But you have to remember who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's what I always want you to remember, because as a whole 50-year-old, you know, I'm big 50. But, you know, but as an entrepreneur, like, this will happen again.
Yes, I know.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to make sure that that incident was an incident that allowed you to rise higher, and that you're not gonna get me again.
Yes,
You
and
know
then
what I'm
I did
saying?
not understand. I was like, "This is really happening." I was
Yeah.
like 2 weeks away from opening up my new shop.
Yes.
I was
That's how,
shutting
but
down my.
that's how it
I
goes.
was shutting down my old
Yes.
shop, so it was just like I was so busy. I said, "I don't have time for this." I prayed. I said, "God, please just
Yeah.
remove it. I can't. I
Yeah.
just it was. I was just so overwhelmed." But I'm like, I had
Yeah.
to breathe. I'm like, you know what,
Yeah.
Kiara, you can't worry about that.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't
Keep
worry
going.
about that. Keep going. And it's just like my
Keep going and
clients.
let your work speak for itself.
Yes.
So much so that I was on the phone talking to my cousin Kenya. You did
Yes.
her hair for her wedding, and so she had an incident to occur, and she called. We call each other twin. She said, "Twin, look, I'm having this problem with my hairstylist. I need one." I was like, "I'm gonna send you a couple people. I'm gonna send you a picture, and you just tell me." So she ended up looking at your stuff, and she had somebody else. Her cousin also goes with you. Comes to you as well. And so let's get into her hair. Like, what in the whole world? The whole world. She even talked about the experience with you.
Yes.
Like
And
everything
Kim was nice.
Yeah.
She, her and her mama, they was so nice. And it was,
Yeah.
even then,
Yeah,
when that happened, Kim was like, it's like it happened in the brink of me taking people deposits
Yes.
stuff, and it was like Kim was freaking out, and I
Yeah.
said, and my godmama had to tell, she's like, she got you, you good, you good. She's like, can I please get an invoice? And my godmama called, she said she need an invoice. She seen the video. I said, oh my God. I'm
Yeah,
sending it right
yeah.
now. And
Yeah.
I said, the kid was so nice. Her hair was so beautiful. She
Oh
was
my
so
God.
beautiful, and Kim didn't have a budget.
Kenya was getting married. That was her budget. I'm
Kenya
getting
was
married.
getting married. Kenya was getting married, and I love
Yeah, that was her
that.
budget.
Yeah, she was
I
getting
love it.
married.
Yeah, I'm getting married.
She was
And
like,
she
"How
wanted
much is
to
it?" She's
do
like,
it.
"Okay,
Yeah, she was cool.
okay,
And
send
so,
me an invoice,
yeah.
deposit paid."
But that hair, baby, was immaculate.
Thank you.
Immaculate.
Thank
And
you.
I was just like, that's why sometimes that is your response.
Yes.
That's what you always
Yes.
remember. Like, that is my response.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, if that's I ain't gonna keep going, but that is my response, because this is
Yes.
what I do,
It is.
and I'm confident in what I do.
I would say one comment did give me, and after this, we're going to move on to the
Yeah.
next subject, but I would say one comment did kind of give me, she was like, yeah, I went to her, one girl's like, yeah, I went to her once, and I don't think doing hair is a passion for her. It's a money grab.
And you'd be like, hold up.
That's when I was like, hold up.
Yes, we had to turn on gold.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah,
hold on.
Yeah, so that was like, ooh, I was like, Mama, did you see that one comment? But I was like, you know what, it's good.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm just gonna keep letting my work speak for itself, and for those people that it matters to, it's gonna be impactful.
Yes.
People that's not for you, they're gonna keep feeling the way they feeling. That's okay. So we shut down one shop. That's just like a whole let's just get into it. So before you came into your own shop, this was the one out east, right? Where were you at before that?
I had a shop on Jefferson Street,
Okay.
and then COVID had hit in 2020, and it was just like this thing where, like, I don't know, I just went through this kind of phase of just want to expand, because I was at that shop for about 3 years, and I just was like, okay, I can do this. It was a smaller shop. I'm like, okay, boom, I can do this. And as I'm looking for a building, I hired a leasing agent to kind of help me do a search, and she calls me and she like, I got this one spot that's on Dickerson Road. And I said, okay, where about on Dickerson Road? And she told me the address. And
He was like, what?
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
That was the same building that I went to hair school in.
Kiara, you know what? I remember that you talked about that. Like, I seen it somewhere, like at your grand
At
opening.
my
or
grand
something.
opening.
I remember that.
And I can't remember that you remember, because I was crying. I was
That's what
boo-hoo.
drew me
I was
to it.
boo-hoo.
I remember that
I was
vaguely,
boo-hooing.
but I remember that it was very impactful for me. 'Cause
I was
like,
boo-hooing.
dang.
And when she told me she had the building, I'm like, that's too big for me. That's
Yeah.
too big for me. But as she kept searching, she couldn't find nothing. And I said, you know what? Let's give it a try. And I applied, and I remember the landlord called me back. I mean, she called the landlord back. It was something on my rental history. It was like something about when I was like 18 years old, and I kind of was like, well, let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. And then he ended up calling me back and gave me like an ultimatum, like, you can do this, and I'll give it to you. And I ended up doing it, and I got it, and I couldn't believe it. And I didn't even know what I was walking into because I had to redo that whole building. And it's just like, now that I look back, it wasn't a deal to begin with, but it was still a blessing to be able to do. So it was a learning experience for me.
Yeah.
So now with my shop now, I closed that one down on good terms with him.
Did you leave everything in that shop? Or you take some stuff out?
I took I had to get my deposit back. I took everything out. I cleaned it up.
Yep.
Took my sign off the building, and I just wanted.
How'd you feel about that?
When that sign came about that building, I almost teared up. I was like, I was like, I'm really doing this.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm really doing this because it took a lot of courage for me to do.
What made you go to another shop? What you want to?
I just wanted a scenery change, and I also kind of wanted like a more intimate space. My shop out east was super big, and it was like a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, it was a lot to deal with, even though it was paying for itself. It was, and I had a really good deal. I mean, the deal as a whole wasn't a good deal, but I mean, the rent amount, all that, it was good.
It was good, yeah.
But I just wanted a smaller, more intimate space. I wanted to start all the way from the bottom. I wanted a better environment for my clients.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like my prices give luxury, my hairstyles give luxury, so I feel like the environment should give luxury also. So I just wanted to like start over and do it the right way. I was on Dickinson Road for 4 years, and it's just like I learned so much. Like, ooh, so it's just like I took all that knowledge and kind of like put it into my space now. And my space now is pretty small, but it makes sense.
Yep.
So and that's what matters. You got to make sure that all your moves are making sense.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So that's where it goes into the title of this episode, which is called "It Ain't Easy Being a Boss." So you have to make decisions.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna make sense for you and your business as well as your profession that you're in.
Yes.
And so sometimes we can be selfish. It's people out here can be selfish bosses, or whatever you want to call those people. But I hear you say that you thought of like, my prices give this, everything. So I need to step up and do something different.
Yes.
So did you visualize this first?
Yes.
One day you were just doing it. You was like, I want to move.
I've been kind of like contemplating on this for probably about a year and a half now, and it's just like I finally got the courage to do it because, like, I'm not gonna lie, my pride was in the way. I didn't want to shut down my big old shop.
Oh,
I'm like, I don't want to shut, but I need to.
Because what are people gonna think? If I'm
girl. But that's what I'm saying. Like, as you grow as a person, you just like you gotta do what's best for you and what you know makes sense.
Yeah.
Even though something seemed bigger, it may not in reality be bigger. So, and that's part of being a boss. Like you said, being a decision maker. Like, that's the hardest thing. You're the key decision maker. Like, no matter, it's just me.
Yeah.
So, anytime a decision needs to be made, everybody like, what we doing here? I'm like, I don't want to do this right now.
I don't want to think.
Yes,
like,
I don't want to think. So I did visualize this, and it turned out exactly how I wanted it.
Really?
My clients love it. They like, okay, you did that. They come in, they getting their wine. It's quiet, and we chilling and we vibing, and it's just an experience.
You love it.
I love it. I do.
How long did the whole transition take?
Maybe about 2 months,
Okay.
because it was like I was shutting down that shop and opening up this one and remodeling this one at the same time. So it was just like a lot, but it only took me 2 months.
Okay, well, that ain't too bad.
It ain't. It was like it was a lot, but I was just like telling myself, I was just praying, and I was just like, Kiara, it'll be over. It'll be over in a minute. And I had some supportive people in my corner, so I'm just like, just keep going. You got this.
Yeah.
You got this. It's getting heavy, but you got this.
Yeah,
You got this. So
I know that my bestie tells me sometimes, Kim, it just got to be the Aries, because when you set your mind to do something,
we ain't
you just
stopping
do
until it's
it.
done.
You just go, don't you?
Yep, and not
Especially if
stop
I
till
can
it's done.
see it. I'm
And then
gone. Yeah.
everybody really can't see it. Like
Yes.
even when I got this little building that I got,
Uh-huh.
I walked in there and it's just like every time, like even when I had bought my house early this year, I
Uh-huh.
remodeled that house. And when I went in there,
You bought your house.
I bought me a house earlier this year and I
And your
remodeled it.
crown goes
Right. And I remodeled it and it's like when I walked in there at first, I was like,
yeah.
and I said, okay, y'all, give me a minute. When I walked in there with my realtor, I was like, give me a minute. Let me shut my eyes and think for a second,
Yeah.
see what I'm going to do. And that's kind of what I did with this shop. Like, when we walked in, it was like dirty furniture and stuff in there. I was
Yeah.
like, hold on, y'all, I got to close my eyes, take all this furniture out, replace these floors and all this and all that. So it worked out. It really worked out.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh my God. So now we are in this new season, this new era of our life. What is it that you want the people that are looking up to you? Somebody, a lot of times what I've learned that it's not the people that's always in the comments
Yep.
that, I mean, they're watching too, but it's some people that don't have the confidence to come to you or to get in your DM or to get in the comments and say, what was it? How did you do it? What did you do? So if you could say something to your peers, even your colleagues, you know what I mean? Because I'm sure you're an inspiration to them too, and vice versa. But like, if you could say something to them, what would you say?
I would say don't be scared to ask for help. Like on this journey, I've literally took many classes. Like I'm taking a class in November. Like I don't mind taking classes and I don't mind asking for help, even if that person don't help me. On to the next.
Classes like what?
Lace classes. I took 3 lace classes. What else? I took a wig class in LA. And these are classes that I travel for. Like I traveled to Atlanta 2 times for a lace class. I traveled to Memphis 1 time for a lace class, and then that the last class I took was a wig class on an industrial wig machine, and that was in LA. And I just don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to learn from people. Some people pride too high and they think that, can't nobody teach them nothing. But me as I am right now, I'm still gonna go learn
Forever
something.
student.
Forever a student. Because you can't know everything.
That's it.
So.
You cannot know everything. I love that. So you get ready to do a class.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
Yes, in November, I'm going to Atlanta to learn how to do K-tips.
Okay, what's that?
It's like these hair extensions. They look very natural.
Are they like tape-ins a little bit?
Like tape-ins, but they're more natural. They like invisible almost. So really, they really are invisible if you do them right. And it's like people are literally charging like $2,500, $3,000 for that.
Really?
Yes.
Do they last forever?
6 months.
Do you feel like hair and what you do is an investment for other people? Like what I do, like for instance, like you have a service. What's your minimum? Like if somebody wants to get a wig?
Probably the minimum somebody will probably be paying is about $160, depending on what they get in, but the minimum is $160. And I do feel like it's an investment. Some people, they complain about prices, but me, I'm a person, I like the best of the best. So I don't mind paying people prices. I don't question people prices. I'm paying as long as it's good. I'm aware of the best hair. I'm gonna make sure I go to the best stylist. So I mean, yes, I do feel like it's an investment, and people don't understand that, but it is an investment.
Yeah, I think it's an investment too, even for the bald-headed gang. You know what I mean?
Right,
Because
right.
You have to. It's not easy being with short hair. It's an investment.
Not.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got to book your appointments. You have to train your hair and do different things. But I know some people are on this thing about prices.
Yeah.
And, how much everything costs. What you think about these people that don't wash hair?
I don't know, because I'm not gonna lie, I always shampoo hair.
Yeah.
Like probably when I was like starting at the beginning, I didn't, but like when I started kind of like getting serious, I shampoo hair. I even shampoo hair now. It's not no extra charge, and you do have to add it time wise, but it's not an extra charge. It's like complimentary. Yeah. So I don't know why people don't do shampoos. To be honest, I really don't.
I wonder if it saves on time.
Maybe it do, but I mean, I just do it. I feel like if you're charging a certain amount of money, like
Yeah.
you have to. You can't do that. Like, well, I guess they can because they doing it, but you get what I'm saying. Like, that's how I feel. Like you shouldn't be doing that if you're charging a certain amount of money. Like people want their hair washed, people want the experience. And then I feel like it's also about the target audience that you want because most of my clients that come in, they just getting off work or they coming for to relax. They don't just want to come in and get their hair done. They want to come in, get their hair shampooed. Then they want to sit in the chair. They want some wine, and then they just want to sit back, kick back, and relax. So, I mean, it's all upon the clients that you want. Who's your target audience?
And I like the fact that if you come in with your hair and it's already blow dried and ready, that's cool. But I like the fact that you give me an option.
Yes.
Like if I want you to watch, then it's gonna, you have to come a little bit earlier. However that works.
See, that's how I am. When I go to my hair appointments, I'm not looking for a shampoo. I just shampoo my own hair.
Yeah,
blow it out because I want to sit down, get done, and get out of there.
Come on out.
So that's just how I am. But I'm not knocking nobody who not like that.
Yeah.
Like because I get it. You want to experience, you paying your money. But me, I just go. I'm still gonna pay good money, but I'm coming with my hair shampooed and stuff. So I feel like everybody's kind of different. Everybody got a different outlook on that.
Do you feel like the good outweighs the bad in this industry?
Yes, for sure.
Do you feel like some people don't get enough accolades and props for what they do?
Yeah, I do.
You feel like that?
Yeah, I definitely feel like the good outweigh the bad, and I do feel like it's some stylists who really don't get the props that they need, and it's just like.
Is there anybody that you want to say, look, I really think she is a dope chick? You know what I mean? Like
I got a couple people that's kind of like dope. I can just name a few. My best friend, her name is Shanae. She's super dope. She does hair.
Okay,
and then
that's
you
your
got
bestie?
that's my best friend. We work alongside each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How is that working with your bestie?
It's cool.
It's cool.
We keep things professional in it because she even like she rents a suite for me, and she's like always like the first person to pay, and she does really
Respect
good hair.
the business.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
respect
y'all
the
get it.
business for sure.
I love that.
We got Sadie, and
Sadie did my hair one time.
yeah,
Out
I
in
love
Indiana.
Sadie. Yeah, we came
She's
far.
a sweetheart.
Yes, we came far. Denzel, he's not a girl, but he's a guy, but he's really good. He's came really far. Oh, Fit.
Really?
Fit.
I
You don't know
about
Fit?
these people.
Oh, yeah. Fit, Miani, Courtney. It's a lot. I can keep
Miani.
going.
Yeah,
I can keep going. Miani, she does my hair most of the time. I love Miani.
Yeah.
So it's a couple people, and then most of the older stylists or stylists that's been in the game longer than I have. I kind of looked up to them, and yeah, we got some good stylists in Nashville.
Yeah,
we
and so like
definitely
when
do.
you hear that, that one rant that happened and so many people were talking about, I hate Nashville stylists. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, wait just a minute.
Yeah, because I even said that on my
like,
page. I
come
was
on
like,
now.
come on now,
Yeah.
don't do us like that. Like, we
Now,
got
it
some
might be
good
some raggedy,
stylists.
but now come on.
But we'll go toe to toe. Let us know when y'all ready. Like, we got some good stylists with talent, and we good.
Yeah.
But we human.
I think, and I think that's what people forget. You work, you're on your feet, and then you still got life happening outside of that. When we were sitting here talking before we went live, you were saying that sometimes you feel like people use you all as like therapists or like they want to come in.
They
and
do.
Sometimes you're not in that space.
Yeah, and then sometimes people don't even let you get 2 or 3 hair appointments before they come in and just sit down and just start pouring everything on you, which I don't mind because I've been doing this for so long, and that just comes with being a hairstylist. But I have clients, like that we became friends, and and it's just like sometimes people not even letting you don't know like you said, you never know what's going on inside somebody's mind. You never know, like you just never know. And I mean, sometimes I just feel like they need to give hairstylists a break sometimes. If you got your hair done, your hair was done right, that stylist wasn't late on you. That stylist got you in and out.
Give them some grace.
Give them some grace.
Yeah. And I think also, like, when I come to my hairstylist, when I come to Tasha, and we have like a relationship. When I come in there, because I've been coming to it for so long, we come in and we laugh, we talking about everything, cracking up laughing, you know what I'm saying? But if I go to somebody like that one young lady that I was talking to, we hit it off and talked really well, but I had to be mindful, like, she don't know me.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? She might not. She already, made an exception and had to come in really early in the morning for me.
Yes.
So I just wanted to make sure my vibe was
right.
good.
And
as
then
well.
us as hairstylists too, which that's something that I worked on, as becoming a better woman and a better person. I'm also trying to learn to give clients more grace too, because some clients will come in on like some other stuff, like not following the rules, not doing add-ons, all that, and I'm just like,
How important is that to
it's
you?
so
To
important.
y'all dope hairstylists
I
out
feel
there.
like that's important to the hairstylist who's serious about their business, because if I'm getting my people in and out and I'm not late, I got this late policy in place and I'm following everything, that will make somebody so frustrated.
day off.
If you coming in and you throwing my day off, and then the next client, I gotta apologize to her, then I gotta apologize to the next client, and then
And the minute you say no, I cannot put this rinse on
it's
your hair. I can't do that.
like,
Then it's like you did the wrong. They forget all the other times that you said yes or did something. Yeah.
yes.
So
So
that's
it's
a
just
thing.
like,
I think it's fair to say the client and the stylist give each other grace.
yes,
I think that's what it
yes.
is.
I think that's what it needs to
I think
be,
it's fair.
and it's just like, no, like you can't run over people. Because you see that I'm like, I'm professional. You see other professionals and you like, she can't get crazy with me, so I'm gonna run over her. You can't do people like
no,
that.
and it's so rude.
Like, you cannot do people like that.
And people carry vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like you come in there and like I know, like sometimes I may come in there, my head be hurting, and I may not be as talkative.
Right.
When I
And
come
I can
in.
feel that. And I'm going to give you that space. Like, if you don't want to talk, I'm just going to be like, you know what? Because some clients' stuff be so heavy. And then like, some clients might come in and then they not talking and they dead silent. I'll be like, you okay?
Yeah.
If they say, yeah, I'm okay, just tired. Or sometimes they get them to talk and to tell me what's wrong. But sometimes, they just quiet. And I'm just like, okay.
And
I'm gonna do your service, and we just gonna
we done.
Like, I'm gonna give you this space to be at peace and just relax, and that's it.
Yeah. I think that's so dope. You're so mature for your age.
Thank you.
Lord.
Thank you.
We could just get a steak and some pasta and
Yes,
keep going.
just keep going.
I really love that, but I really want you to know that I think you are a super duper amazing
Thank you.
young lady. And, like we said, the dark times are going to come, raggedy people are going to come. But like you said at the beginning, remember who you are. And remember, like, you can't respond to everything. You can't react to everything.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And just let your work speak for itself at all times. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to pull up. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
pull up in the comments. Sometimes you have to. Because
Yes.
sometimes people need to know who you are.
Who you are.
You know what I'm saying? And so we just have to be boss enough to know, like, when to put those different responses in place.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? As a boss. And I want to say, like, sometimes we say, okay, I got a suite. I went and got my business license. I'm a boss. It's not boss.
No, you're not a boss until you sit there. You're crying, that pillow catching them tears.
Let's
you
go
on
through
your
some stuff.
knees, like,
Yeah.
God, please fix this. You
Let's
gotta
go through
fix
some
this.
stuff. Yes.
You gotta help me. Them invoices rolling in.
Yes.
Them tax bills rolling in. January keep coming around so fast.
That's boss mentality. Like, it's different things that make you into the woman that you are. Experience, trials, good times. And one thing, we always have to remember, I know you say that you've gotten to that point, is that you have to make sure that you balance and take time out for yourself to celebrate where you are.
Yes.
I know a lot of you stylists, you work and work.
Yes, and
work
that's how I was. Like, now, like, now it's like like I said, I'll take a day off if I'll be like, you know what, Kiara, you need a couple of days. Give yourself a couple of days, and I'll take them couple of days. I used to be like, I don't want to miss that money, but now it's like, I'll see y'all in a couple of days. I need me.
Peace means something.
And that's why I always, I tell stylists that coming up, like, don't overwork yourself. Believe in yourself. Just keep going. It's going to get better.
I love that. It's going to get better. To those people that stylists that may be a little discouraged, I hope they look at this podcast and know, like, you can do it.
Yes,
And
just
that
see
you can
it
start
through.
from the bottom.
Yep.
Started from the bottom. Now we
Literally,
You
all
know
the
what
way
I mean?
from the bottom, like see it through. Like you gotta see it. Like even if you don't know what
Yes.
you're trying to see,
Yeah.
see it through. And everybody's journey is so different. I tell people that it's so different. Like you
Yes.
can't look at somebody else's journey and be like, why is this not happening for
Oh,
me?
I love that.
You gotta see it through.
Yep. Your journey, your story is yours.
Yes.
Just
And
because
that's
you
something
see
that
her
you
popping,
own.
yeah,
And can't nobody take that from you.
that's it. Just because you see her popping and you be thinking, when
Yeah.
is my time gonna come? I've
It's
been working
coming.
hard. It's coming. You got to keep going.
It's coming.
I find peace with my entrepreneurship journey and different things that I do. I find me somebody and I watch them.
Yep.
I know they're not going to be perfect.
Yep.
But I watch them and I'm thinking, if they can do it, look what they, you know what I
can
mean?
do it.
Let me get my blueprint together.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And just stay on my journey. So I think that this was one of the dopest conversations. What you think?
I do too. I do too.
I think it was good.
I do too.
I guess, so is your class sold out yet? Are you still
No,
accepting?
it's not sold
Okay.
out. To be honest, nobody has signed up yet. But
Okay.
honey,
That's
I see
okay.
it through.
Yeah.
And if don't nobody sign up, I'm gonna sit there, record myself, and I'm gonna sell the replay.
There you go. That's a boss.
So
Okay, talk about the class. What are you offering? What is it
okay,
about?
so the class is pretty much showing you how to open up your own salon from start to finish, and showing you some different ways that you can get funding to open up that salon, showing you how to pass that board, showing you how to keep tenants, because I've had my same tenants for about 2 or 3 years now. They came from the other shop. I had to kind of like no, I didn't take some people with me, but I did. I hosted a meeting and did it professionally and stuff.
Oh.
So I'm kind of teaching people that side, and there's a lot of inside stuff about owning a shop that people don't know. And some people feel like they hear a shop and they think it's so much and that they can't do it, but that's just because somebody haven't taught them how to do it. So that's where I come in at, and I want to teach them exactly what to
Yep.
do and how to do it. Closing down my shop and opening up this new shop, it was, I'm not going to say it was easy, but it was a breeze for me because I've done this before. I've closed down a shop before, and I've opened up a shop before. So doing it at the same time, it was literally just me. And like I said, I had a support system behind me. But I want to teach people how to do that.
Yeah. And the young people, you know, the young generation, even entrepreneurs at my age, like sometimes you just don't know.
And you just
And
need
so you don't
somebody
have
to
the
show you
resource.
the
And
ropes.
sometimes you just need somebody. That's how I felt when we first started our business. I just felt like if somebody would just give me a chance.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, give me a chance. Just show me what you know, what you're supposed to do, and I got it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so for you to offer that for, you know, for people, and the price is what, $200?
Yeah, it's cheap.
Come on.
But some
You know
people,
what I
they just think that it's kind of hard, and it's not. As long as, if I did it by myself with no help, and I had a few bumps in the road, but if I did it by myself
You can
with no help, they can definitely do it with
Yeah.
somebody like me on their side.
And not saying 200 ain't a ticket, but I mean it is. But it's a great investment.
Yes, for that much
for what you're
information,
trying to
because
do.
I don't hold back. I love
Yeah.
teaching classes. I've taught a couple classes, and I just love it. I think I get life from giving others life, and I even gave life to others through classes when I felt like I didn't have life inside of me. So it's like now I'm really ready. You know, it's like now I'm really ready. Like I'm like, okay.
You were giving life, and you don't know that you even have it
Yeah,
inside
I
of you.
really sometimes I couldn't feel it inside of me, but now it's just like I'm at
I'm
this
here,
greater space.
yeah.
I'm here and I'm
Girl, let me
ready.
share.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Oh, how often do we do that?
The classes.
No, how often do we give and we don't really have?
I mean, I think we do that a lot. So now, well, that's like, that was probably like, you know, back then. But
Yeah,
now
but
it's just
still,
like, but
yeah.
now it's just like I said, I find life in giving other people life. Some people just need somebody to
too.
kind of like push them just a little bit. They just need to hear a little bit of words, you know, like, and I'm
Little
like,
inspiration.
after that, and they feeling better and stuff, they make you feel good about yourself. You're like, you powerful, girl. Like, you really
There's
a
some
boss.
dope chicks out
Yes.
here that just need somebody to just
Push them a little bit.
That's
And it's
all
just like
they
they can't
need.
see it, but it's like once you start hearing stuff, I think what lit a fire inside of me is when I went to that first class in Atlanta. It was Arrogant Tape. It's this guy who's really big in the hair industry, and it was like $1,400 or whatever, but it was so many people in there, and it's like me, I counted that, like I'm like $1,400, and he's showing us how to do this. We didn't even touch nobody's head. He just showed us something on somebody's head, and I think that kind of lit a fire inside of me. I was like, girl, We gotta get some.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like we gotta make
Yeah.
room. Like you gotta like kind of reserve your seat in this industry because it's there and you're good. So I tell people all the time, take classes. Like I said, I'm taking sign ups, and I feel like that it will be a very well. I know it'll be a very great
beneficial. Yeah, very. So how can they do that?
They can DM me on Instagram at hair by Kiara _ and also on my Instagram it's a flyer with the number on there. Don't know the number by heart.
Yeah, but
they can contact me through there.
Are you open to receiving DMs if somebody wanted to reach out to you?
Yes.
Okay, so it's hair by Kiara _
Hair by Kiara _.
Okay.
Yes.
And you ladies out there, men too, if you have some questions about hair, your hair journey, entrepreneurship, you know, ask, and hopefully she can encourage you to come to her class.
Yep.
That's dope. $200, a dope investment for yourself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So give me some dope advice you want to tell me. Something dope.
You?
Me.
Okay.
Or anybody.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah.
For you, keep being you because I love your energy.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you for letting me come here.
Oh, I love
and for the people out there, the entrepreneurs and the people who are not entrepreneurs and want to find a purpose, keep digging because you're going to find it no matter how long it takes, and it's never too late.
Yes, I love it. I just had a dope conversation with Kiara, Hair by Kiara. Listen, reach out to her with any questions you might have. I appreciate you for listening today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And get your hair done. Go get your hair done by Kiara. Is your books open? Are you
They're
taking
open.
clients?
They're open.
Okay, so she ain't just all the way, but
right.
so yeah.
Right.
But reach out to her if you want to give her a try. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for listening today. I love you big. Bye.